Every corridor, every corner, every ward.
Bring the juice. Bring the juice.
Every inch of Brookdale Hospital Medical Center in Brooklyn now inundated with those suffering from COVID-19.
What are you looking at on a daily basis? How difficult is this?
Well, this is a war zone. It's a medical war zone. Every day I come in, what I see on a daily basis is pain, despair, suffering, and healthcare disparities.
Through Sunday afternoon, Brookdale said it had at least 100 confirmed cases of COVID-19 with nearly 80 awaiting confirmation. More than 20 people have died so far from the disease. On top of its normal emergency flow, coronavirus is pushing the hospital to the max.
We are scared too. We're fighting for your lives and we're fighting for our own lives. We're trying to keep our head above water and not drown.
Doctors, nurses, even those keeping the floors clean, face a rising tide, uncertain how long it will rise, unsure this coronavirus won't sicken them as they struggle to stay a step ahead.
What do you need right now?
We need prayer, we need support, we need gowns, we need gloves, we need masks, we need more vents, we need more medical space. We need psychosocial support as well. It's not easy coming here when you know that what you're getting ready to face.
The deaths here keep coming. While filming, another victim of COVID-19 was moved to the hospital's temporary morgue, a refrigerated semi-trailer parked out back. The hospital's regular morgue filled to capacity.
How much room do you have in your morgue?
Usually we have around 20 plus bodies that we can fit comfortably.
And you've gone over that?
Gone over that, and the state has been gracious enough to bring us apparatus to help keep families and keep the bodies in comfortable areas because we didn't want bodies piled on top of each other.
Brookdale needs more of everything. Today, Edwards said the hospital has 370 beds. They'd like to add more, many more. 2 weeks ago, this was the pediatric emergency room. Now it's dedicated to victims of COVID-19. Plastic tarp taped to the ceiling, offering some protection and a bit of privacy. The intensive care unit filled nearly to capacity and sealed, so fewer doors and less traffic than usual comes and goes. This window is the only place where family members can watch their loved one inside the unit as they chat with them via cell phone. It's sometimes as close as they can get as COVID-19 takes another life. As grim as it is right now, Dr. Mollett expects it will get worse.
It could end in the fall, it could end at the end of the year. But this is why we're begging everyone not just to only put that pressure on the emergency department, but also for everybody to help us to help them by staying home.
You think we're in it for the long haul?
Oh,
This is months, not weeks.
Definitely.
Another worrisome thing she's seeing coming through the doors, not just the elderly and those with compromised immune systems.
I work at 2 hospitals. So I work here in Brooklyn, and then I work at another hospital in the Bronx, and it's the same thing. In the South Bronx, it's the same thing. I've had patients that were in their 30s, and they are now intubated, and they're really sick. I've had patients that are well.
No underlying conditions.
No underlying conditions. So the thing is about between life and death, as far as this coronavirus, is that this virus there's no difference. It has nothing to do with age, has nothing to do with lack of access to health care, has nothing to do with socioeconomics, race, or ethnicity. This virus is killing a lot of people.
Brookdale has one advantage. Hospital officials say it can do rapid testing for coronavirus on site, its own lab. Right now, up to 300 tests a day. They hope to get to 500 a day.
And right now we have about 52 specimens in here, that we're preparing to test at the moment.
The hospital following Centers for Disease Control guidelines on who gets coveted tests. Patients admitted for possible coronavirus, healthcare workers showing symptoms, and symptomatic long-term patients. Each test a laborious and time-consuming process.
It's very easy to make a mistake, very easy, just from an extra milliliter of reagent. Adding it to the machine can mess up the entire batch, all the 52 specimens. We would have to start all over from the beginning.
ER doctors are used to stress. Dr. Mollett says she has never experienced anything like this.
I don't really sleep that well at night. I worried about my family. I worry about my safety. I worry about my colleagues. I worry about how the shift is going to be the next time I come. I worry about if a family member is going to come and be a patient as well or fall victim to the coronavirus. I worry about a lot of things.
The disease, a marathon that healthcare workers alone cannot win or even finish.
It's not up to just only to the emergency department to pull through and to make sure the curve is flat. And this is a responsibility for everybody in the country to help us pull through. So
stay the F home.
Exactly. I'm very.
Is that literally? I mean, how?
Stay the F home. Exactly. Exactly, because it's not just us that has to help flatten the curve and take care of everybody. Help us help you.
She says it will take everyone pulling together. The worst days, she fears, are still ahead. Miguel Marquez, CNN, Brooklyn, New York.